Okay, so we're working on refactoring our scores for when we collect eggs. So right now that 250 we see on screen is a result of a printscore object render that has a timer, a score amount. The only problem is it's the wrong score for when we collect more than one egg. So see that double score shouldn't have been printed there. What it really should be is it's a midair bonus for 500 points, but that was incorrect, so we'll have to debug that as well. Let me see if we go to our midair bonus. There should be a... We deleted it yesterday, we deleted it. If we go to the bottom in our debug here, we can print up a couple of... We can give us midair bonus. And it's not just catching the egg in the air, it's catching the egg before it touches the ground. So, see, but the thing is, midair bonus is appropriate to the egg, I believe. We go to our egg class and search for, oopsie, that's what I wanted. Midair bonus. Really? I thought we had midair bonus in the egg. Oh, you know what? Well, no. Where is it? It's in our scores table. It's our scores table is a table that is holding print score objects. So it should actually be in our print score objects corresponding to each egg. Yeah, midair bonus. Okay, I don't know if I like that. But the midair bonus... Okay, so we have our midair bonus in our print score object because that's what's triggering the bonus midair render. So I guess that makes sense. But we still need to populate each of these print score objects with the correct score amount, because right now we're doing them incorrect. We've got to... We take a look at our notes. The order is: first egg is 250, second egg's 500, third egg's 750, fourth plus is 1,000, but if we die, it resets to 250. So we kind of, the tricky thing is there, no matter what order the vultures spawn in, the first egg could be any of those vultures, so we can't populate that score amount in our print score objects table until we actually collect an egg. So the first egg we come in contact with is what's going to determine how much points we get. And then the thing is, we've also, in our play state, we've got a variable called eggs caught, so that every time we catch an egg, it goes up, but every time we die, it goes back down. So that eggs caught is going to be used to count how many eggs we have, so we know what score amount to add into the scores table at the corresponding table. So right now we're doing print score objects. Right off the bat, we're populating them, and then yeah, we've got to redo that. We've got to do it just like we're doing our global tables of eggs, vultures, jockeys, taxis. We've got to also populate... Oh, no. I guess we could populate our score amount for 0. No. we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait till we collide. So we'll give our scores table, our print score objects in our scores table to be dummy values until we collide with an egg. Then once we collide with an egg, see, and that's where the midair bonus is getting messed up. I'm a little confused on how to do that because midair bonus to me feels like it should be in the egg class, not the print score object class. But what we can do is we can add a parameter to our print score table that we pass in based on the midair bonus upon the collision. So I think the right move is to take midair bonus, put it as part of our eggs instead of our print score table, because we're not initializing the print score table because we don't know which one is going to be tethered to which egg in terms of indexes in our global tables. So it's going to be nice to keep them all together, if that makes sense. Like make our print score index 1 will be tethered to our vultures 1, jockey 1, egg 1, and then if egg 1 is the midair bonus, then as soon as we collide with it, we take that midair bonus boolean, pass it in as a parameter to our scores table, which will affect the score amount, which will affect the rendering for the score, as well as increment our actual score. So I think that's going to be the way to do it. So when we're trying to debug this, we're trying to actually print up the eggs field of midair bonus, which actually doesn't exist yet. But we also need this to be a little lower so we don't overwrite anything, and then we know we need to change these ones as well. So all we need to do is take our midair bonus out of our, you know what? Yeah. I think, let me save this. In our print score objects, we need to say, I'm going to say that this, I'm going to say that midair bonus is actually just called bonus. Which means that the bonus here, because I've run into problems before using the same field names. I just want to give it different than the midair bonus that we're passing in as a parameter. So after score amount, we're going to pass in a bool that is a midair bool. So once we pass that in, we're going to assign our bonus. Oh yeah, we've already got that. So we're going to assign our bonus based on this parameter we're going to be passing in, midair. So if midair is true, self bonus is true. If self bonus is true, we render the actual 500 points bonus, but we also need to actually add the score. Instead of just render the score, we need to actually add it to our score. So we have to make sure to do that. I'm going to leave us a note for that, just so I don't forget. I'm going to say sure midair bonus increments score, not just renders the bonus.
I was trying to school where we grab those berries from.
Yeah, they're good. They're good still.
We'll break them back down. So.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we just need to make sure we actually increment the score instead of just rendering the bonus, and then so now we need to add the midair bonus to our eggs. Now I thought we were doing this already, like really not in play state? Oh, I typed it wrong. Damn it. Okay. Okay, yes. So, okay, it's in our scores table. Okay. Yeah, see, this would now be bonus. But we need to... That isn't going to solve all our problems either. Okay. Yeah, see, this isn't exactly right. We've got to... This isn't right. I'm going to replace it here just so I don't get confused. Here. This is what we need to change. So instead of the scores table, midair bonus getting false. We're not doing that in the print score object anymore. If our egg bounced off floor and is not collected, then our eggs at that index dot midair bonus gets false. So that's the line. As long as we give ourselves this field, we should be able to print up and debug, making sure that's working. So we need to give us that field in our egg class. So in our egg class, we've got a bounced off floor, we've got a collected. So we need to say that our self dot midair bonus. This makes more sense to me because the midair bonus should be dependent on the egg, not dependent on a print score, because the print score could be indexing any egg. So I like it that it's here now instead. So actually midair bonus, it's gonna start to be true. It's gonna be initialized true. But, and we don't actually do anything with it in our class itself, but this midair bonus, if the eggs bounced off floor, is what we're trying to make sure is correct. So if we debug this, make sure that's correct, then we know we can pass in that value as a parameter to our print score objects upon a collision with an egg and get the correct points. So let's see. We should be printing up those midair bonuses. They all start as true. As soon as it bounces, it becomes false. So that's looking right. We can probably put the index on there so we can keep track of it. So see it bounce and turn false. So that's looking right. And now it's out of the print score object or class. And then it bounces false. Okay, so I don't think we're going to be rendering any double score at the moment. So see, even though, oh, see, the midair bonus was true, but we didn't render it. That's because we haven't changed our print score table to accept that parameter of the midair bonus. So for now, I'm going to say, I'm going to go here. I'm just going to call this bonus. But I'm going to put the index that we're at. So I'm going to say this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Okay, so that'll be easier to read now. Okay. Shit. You know what? We should probably render which index our vultures are and our eggs kind of right above them so we can debug these things better. I guess. So the thing is, in our vulture class, for example, we've got an index. So in our render, I just want to say, we set the color to white, set the font, and then we want to print. What we want to print is actually our index. So this is our first argument here. Okay. Our first argument is actually our self.index. Second argument is our x position, which is going to be our x position. Then our y, which is going to be our y shifted by maybe 10 pixels. So it's not overwriting the vulture. But now we should see which index each vulture is, which is cool. So now we can kind of debug that stuff. So bonus one is, oh no, that's right, okay. Yeah, so until it bounces, the bonus is true. And then once it bounces, bonus is false. So that's looking right. The question is, do we want to give a index for our do we want to give an index for our egg as well to test that, and jockey and taxi, or is this okay? I mean, like, this is probably a good enough start because we're like 2, so 2 is false, which is working right, and then it's probably good enough. Okay, so next step is now that we've got our midair bonus moved into our egg class, we need to pass that information into our printscore object upon a collision with an egg, so that we know we have to ask how many eggs we've already caught. That'll determine the egg bonus because it goes from 250, 500, 750, 1,000. Unless we die. We've already got that solved because of our eggs caught. So up here in our debugging, we've got an eggs caught variable, which increments as we catch eggs. And when we die, it goes to 0, just like it did. Okay. So I guess let's take a look at our scores table as they are. So our scores table is a table. Empty table upon initialization, and then we insert into our scores table a print score instantiation that takes in dummy values. Now, this needs to take, is there 2? Okay. This needs another parameter, which is our bonus. And our bonus is going to get initialized as true, actually. The bonus starts out as true because we're assuming, and it makes sense because even if the vulture is standing, when you kill the vulture, it turns into an egg which is smaller and it won't be touching the ground, so it'll fall to the ground. So by definition, as soon as the egg is initialized, it's not touching the ground, therefore the bonus, the midair bonus, should be true. So that's the fourth parameter in our printscore objects. We can double check that we did add that. Yep, our midair bonus. So midair gets true because it just starts off as true. And then we need to, we need to update. I think we need to, doing this route, our printscore objects at this moment don't have a way of turning our bonus to be false. So I would think that actually anytime we get an egg, it renders the bonus, which now that we added that parameter, that field bonus is actually getting populated. So now I'm thinking anytime we get an egg, even if it's bounced, it should give us the yellow bonus score, which is, yeah, it is. So even if it added, so we need to see how it's bounced. Midair bonus is false, yet we're still printing the bonus. And that's because our printscore objects don't understand that when our eggs midair bonus gets false, we need to change our corresponding printscore bonus to be false. So we actually need another parameter. We need an index because we need to tether these to their appropriate eggs so that if a certain egg bounces, that certain egg's self bonus gets turned false. So we need an index. So we'll just give ourselves a self.index, and it gets index, which is gonna be another parameter. So we know they need their own index. Now when we initialize this, we've got a for loop of I for how many enemy objects we have, so it's actually as easy as putting I as our index. And then we need to swap our print scores self.bonus based on an egg bouncing. So if we go to our midair bonus getting false, our midair bonus getting false also means that our print score object, which is actually in our scores table at index I, so the same index, that's dot bonus field also gets false if it bounces. Now we should only render that bonus yellow score if the egg's midair bonus is still true. So it didn't render it there. And actually it's really hard to, oh my god, it's really hard to do it because of the way I programmed the timing on this. So it's looking like it's working, but we have to verify that it's working on the catch. And the thing is, we did an egg invulnerable timer to make it a little harder than the original because I kept accidentally catching the egg as soon as I popped a vulture. So I wanted to make it a little harder, so I set this thing called egg invulnerable timer. So we need to see where we set this invulnerable timer, and we're setting it to half a second. So if we say that this is now a 0.1, then we'll have a 1/10 of a second of egg invulnerability, so we should be able to test the catching in air easier, which it gives us the bonus 500 now. So that's looking to be working. And then it's false, and then, yeah, and then it only prints the one score. Cool. Okay. So we need to reset our egg bonus upon a V press in our play state. So right now, if we press V, we spawn all these vultures, but we also need to reset. We need to reset our values for our eggs. It's actually, yeah, midair bonus. We'll get true again for all of our eggs. But we also need to reset our print score objects in our scores table at the appropriate indexes .bonus to be true as well, so those are matching. So now they're all true. I can pop one. Why did that one not become false? If it's on the floor, we should never get that bonus score. No. I don't know why. I'll have to watch the replay on that to see if I can find anything. Oh, see, like that. Why was that a double bonus? Why was that a bonus score? It bounced. So we should have been set to false, but we were not. So how was that busted? How did we not set that to false upon a bounce? Every time I specifically look at it, it looks like it's working, but then I'll have to watch the replay and see if I can notice anything with that. But for the most part, it's working. I just don't get why we didn't get set to, why our eggs midair bonus wasn't. And there's two places this could mess up. It could mess up in our egg class, in our midair bonus, or it could mess up in our print score table at our bonus field. So I'm gonna have to kind of dig around and see what that looks like. That's some good progress for today. I'm gonna go see Spider-Man today, and I gotta cook lunch and everything, so I'm gonna call it a day. We take a look at our get diff. We've got faster and vulnerable timer. We moved our midair bonus to our egg class. We gave us 2 more parameters in our print score class. We assigned those things. We took out midair bonus from our print score class, which makes sense. Then we're rendering based on the bonus in our print score, not the midair bonus anymore. Printing up our index for our vultures. We reset our midair bonus on a V press. We're incrementing our score based on our scores tables .bonus, which makes sense. And then we also turn our score table bonus to false upon an egg bounce. So I guess in this way, midair bonus in our egg class isn't really doing anything. it does get set to false, but we don't use a false anywhere there. We just actually modify the bonus itself in the scores table, the corresponding scores table. So I guess it's useful to have the midair bonus in our eggs class so we can debug, but ultimately we don't actually need it because we're not actually using it for anything. I guess by the time we... I don't know. Because the last most important part about this bonus part is figuring out the bug we just found where it rendered bonus after a bounce, but also adding the correct score. Not just printing the correct bonus score, but actually adding it to our score. So okay, so yeah, we'll have to figure that out, but we made some decent progress. So I'm gonna say factored midair bonus into egg class, and then reset bonuses. Actually, set print score bonuses based on egg.bounced. Okay. So yeah, we're making progress. We'll take a look. Actually, well, I just messed up. If I open up our notes. Yep. Yeah, we've got a bunch of things we gotta check. Yeah, I got a bunch of things to check. Okay, yeah, we'll keep chugging along tomorrow. Yeah, catch you tomorrow for some more programming.